So with two characters down, we will probably go for the pig for now, and probably in like 4 or 5 missions we should be able to finish him as well.
The pig addresses the people of his newly conquered county.
Your realm is mine now, so do as I say. All will pay a high tax and live a life of pain.
Sounds like an ideal leader, of course.
I leave with the king this very day, and we will soon return to our shores. Your continuous assaults are providing us with the ideal distraction. We will come to your aid with reinforcements as soon as possible.
With the wolf closing in behind, you decide to split the enemy down the middle by claiming one of the pig's counties. The pig is renowned for throwing vast quantities of troops into battle and is not used to defeat. You are likely to be massively outnumbered, so it is essential that you use the terrain to your best advantage.
Well, yeah.
Scouts report that there is a fort built into the mountain pass up ahead. If you fortify your garrison here, hopefully the pig's horde will come to you. Our mysterious friends have sent more plans, this time for a large tower-mounted ballista. This should prove invaluable against the pig's war machines.
Which is kind of true. This is what I tried to avoid, which is why I used like a meat shield, my maceman. So their archers and ballistas may focus my troops instead of the catapults. So while I tried to take down the outer tower with my maceman, I went for the inner tower for the catapult, and they fell down like close to the same time. So then I could just go on and charge the rest of the troops. So for now we should go for defense right here. It seems to be a mix of previous maps, I would say. And perhaps I should figure out where the attacks may come from. Seemingly here definitely is one point. There are some pre-made traps which you may have seen in the previous mission. And also as if there would be a volley here. I'm unsure if they can get here directly or not, but okay. They cannot really pass that. Okay, that's nice. So I would say that as long as we are well protected over here, we should be fine on the rest of the map if there are no other ways to attack. So I'm kind of unsure what do we have here as an eco, but I'm trying to check it out quickly. So we have Hobbs Farm. We are having Tanner's Workshop over here, that's nice.
A message from the pig.
And it seems like I will be attacked very soon. The thing is that having here my granary is kind of suboptimal if I'm trying to create. Wait, can I be attacked from this area? It doesn't really seem like. I think I'll create a save.
Saving.
So I'm considering to sell all the cheese, then destroy the granary. Except that, as you can see, I cannot sell the cheese, so either I'm throwing away all this food for close to nothing.
No change in the treasury, Lord.
See you, thank you very much for checking out the stream.
The pig's troops are attacking. Recruits needed, sire.
Have a good night.
We await
So back to the case. Wow, that's like a solid force, I would
Yes,
say.
boss.
Here we
It's
go.
definitely more solid than I expected
Instructions?
the enemy
That's quite a
to
run.
have
What?
on the first
All
round.
that way? We await archers ready. That's quite a run.
I'm unsure if it is on purpose. Okay, I need to get out with the maceman. I need to take down these because they are pretty resistant to arrows and stuff.
What do you need?
Perhaps the other maceman will be sufficient
They won't know what it is.
if they could pass the wall.
Boom! Here we go. They're dead. Need some muscle.
Let's see what they can do versus the crossbowman.
What? They're
I mean, yeah, it is suboptimal, but they are doing some decent work over here.
move you.
This needs to be opened for now. As soon as the macemen are out, yeah, it can be closed.
Bash 'em, lads.
The most of the enemies are taken down from by the traps. And yeah, this should be good enough, I would say.
Ram is destroying our gatehouse.
Yeah, I do not feel like losing my gatehouse
Muscle.
right now. Yeah.
They're chicken feed.
The rest of the macemen can be kept out of the raid.
Here we go.
Okay, my macemen are out, so I can close that gate. And I will try to solidify my defenses here. For that, I definitely need more stone. Question is, where can I get stone on this map? It doesn't seem like it is easy to get. Like, I do not really see any places to mine stone at all. Here I can gather some iron, but not stone. Question is, can I buy? Yeah, I can buy stone. So again, as long as I'm having a nice eco, I should be kind of fine. I can sell iron as well. That is certainly nice.
We have survived the enemy's onslaught.
Judging from that, we may have like 5 waves or 6 waves. And out of those, we are past the first one only. I'm still kind of unsure if I should give in to this default strategy and have more dairy farm or go for my usual strategy with wheat farm and going for bread. Perhaps I'll have some hunters post as well. I mean, with this, it is more difficult to get solid income
My
from
boy
taxes.
is yours.
Guten Tag. Hello there.
We are on our way.
We are trying to take down the pig. This time by protecting
Yes,
ourselves.
boss.
And deny them from taking over this county. The thing is that, as you see, we have some nice walls, some nice towers, but we do not have any way to mine stone, so we are trying to rely on other resources and protect ourselves from the incoming waves.
Recruits needed, sire.
Also, I'm considering to sell the spears, although they may be useful versus the siege equipments. As you have seen, the enemy could use siege rams over here, and for that I needed to send out some lead troops to take them out. However, spearmen are quite weak versus ranged opponents, so, you know, it doesn't really seem to be the most reliable way.
Stocks grow steadily, sire.
Also, considering this this ale strategy, to see the popularity. The ale coverage can help with popularity with people, so
Our gold
I could
stocks
have more
grow
taxes.
steadily, sire. The people worship you, sire.
With food, I'm having the +1 because there is a variety over here by having multiple food types. But to keep it up, we need to give away like a large portion of my population.
Not enough
Also,
work
if
is
I
available
increase
to run
the
this
population size, the same amount of beer
building. Not enough
production
work is available to
may
run
not
this
be
building.
sufficient. So, you know, there are many things to consider to figure out what strategy to use on each map. It may
We
be
await
simple
orders,
to,
sire. Granary stocks are very low, sire.
so it may be favorable to take down the buildings and relocate them from the starting location. However, that may cost a lot of resources as we are not getting back the full price of the building that we are taking down. So you know. For now, I have tried to go with the flow, so to speak, and going with the basic strategy, with the basic resources that we have received.
Me lord?
Considering that perhaps the
That's quite a
developers
run.
of the game may had in mind that this is the most simple or fun way to play it, so we shall see.
The armory is full, my lord.
Your Grace.
I'm definitely going with more
Your
cheesy
Grace.
stuff in case it does not work,
That's
but
a
for
fair
now
distance.
I hope that it will
Constructing
be
siege equipment.
sufficient. Having a full armor
We
is
await
nice.
orders. Recruits
I'm
needed,
definitely
sire.
getting the macemen and the
Recruits needed, sire.
archers for
We
now.
await orders.
I need to solidify the
Instructions.
defenses on the area you have seen here
That's quite a
previously.
run.
So it seems like really it is the only way for them to attack us. So, you know. We are trying to put most of the resources over here.
Scouts report a large force of the pig's men are marching towards us.
What? All that way? Yes, boss.
We
I'm
await
kind
orders.
of wondering. Perhaps I'll set for crossbow at least one of these. So I have free Fletcher's workshop.
We await orders.
I think I'll go for 2 crossbow, 1 archer. And I think I'll sell.
Your popularity is falling.
Popularity is
Our
falling.
gold stocks
Okay,
grow
I'm lowering
steadily,
this
sire.
one.
The people love you.
Okay,
my
we
lord.
have no food. So that's kind of the sad side of things. What if the
pig's troops are attacking.
food production cannot keep up with the population? Then this may happen, unfortunately. I'm trying to fix it ASAP. However, as you see, even the puppies over there can deny me from building it. I'm checking out in the meantime. Yeah, they are attacking again.
Need some muscle.
And since I do not have stone, and possibly even if I would have stone. Okay, this is the furthest I could come with a build.
What?
That may be
Bash 'em,
just
lads.
sufficient
Yes,
deny
they
the
won't know what hit 'em.
enemy from building.
They're dead. We're out of mason and chicken feed. What do you need? Bash 'em, lads. They won't know what hit 'em. Need some muscle.
So as you see, these siege equipments can draw a lot of attention from my archers and crossbowmen from taking down the other troops. Which is kind of understandable because if they are not taken down, I'm in quite lots of trouble. Okay, they are down. I'm trying to bait the enemy into the trap. It seems that it has worked for now. I'm trying to have them on stand. Okay, on defense stance.
Where are the macemen?
Your popularity is rising.
Shield ready.
One shield is going for the tower and the other one is for the gatehouse. So I can be more protected from crossbowmen as well. They have like AoE or like area of effect shielding, meaning that nearby fields are being protected as well from the enemy missiles. Our armory is full, meaning that it is a perfect occasion to create more troops. I think I'll just try to go to deny the spawn area over here. So I think I'll send a few spearmen over there, as it seemed so far that the enemy is starting the attack with the engineers and with the archers. So this may be a weakness that we can take advantage of.
You can count on us.
The enemy are needed, sire. Yes.
As you see, I'm still trying to prioritize the ranged units,
That's a long
as
way.
I do believe that they are the main source of defenses, so to speak. But I will also create some more killing pits and
Can't place
traps.
that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my
As
lord.
it was told, the pig is relying heavily on numbers and, well, they cannot be ignored. I should also probably buy stone very soon to recover.
You can count on us.
Recruits needed, sire.
Always ready. That's a long way.
So I'm trying to set the aggressive stance,
Tell us what to do.
so they may
That's a
charge
long
the
way.
enemy before they would have a chance to react.
Where are the macemen?
As for the macemen, I will try to keep them behind the wall.
Archers, ready.
Missile units should use the height
You can count on
for the
us.
fullest
Needed, sire.
advantage.
That's a long way.
Perhaps I should increase the food production so I can lay more traps. But I should also mind that my food production is not really the highest, so to speak. So I'll try to cover it a bit more as well. It seems like, yeah, it's just possible to fit one more over there. As for the hunters, I do not feel like it is optimal to create more of them, as it takes like a long time to hunt and find their prey, take it back. This is why I try to go for more dairy farms.
You can count on us.
Recruits needed, sire.
You
And
can count on us.
for now, I'm going for
That's
more
a long.
spear
Where are we
and
going?
aggressive stance.
Always ready. We're leaving now. Off we go.
I really am
Tell
unsure
us what
what
to
to
do.
expect, whether the
That's
size
a
of
long
the enemy
way.
groups will increase or not,
Need
What?
some muscle?
but I have
Move.
My boy's yours.
high hopes that even with this strategy, by not relocating all the
We await
buildings
orders.
You can count on us.
in their
needed, sire.
usual order or in their usual form as I usually play it,
You
even
can
with
count on
this
us.
I think we can manage to win this mission.
That's a long way.
The main takeaway is that I would say it's kind of nice that we can have like multiple traps and more buildings than in the previous missions. We are getting closer to the Crusader era, so to speak, or the units which I may be familiar with from there. As you can see, I could create ballista on this turret or this tower, but on smaller ones, unfortunately, I cannot. Which is why I cannot put one over here either. And since,
Scouts report a large force of the Pig's
Large
men
force.
are marching towards us.
that may be some real bad news.
You can count on
Recruits
us.
needed,
You can
sire.
count on us. That's a long way.
I mean,
That's a long
having this
way.
area strong is nice, but it also means if they can breach through here, we are pretty much lost. So,
Where are we
you-
going?
That's a long way.
Always ready.
the spearmen are like, I would say they are easy to
Attain.
We await
sacrifice,
orders.
or easier to sacrifice compared to other troops. They have low
Granary
cost,
stocks
low
are very
durability,
low, sire.
but they may just be sufficient to take out some engineers, archers, and perhaps even some crossbowmen before they can take their
You can
first
count on
few
us.
shots.
What'll it be? That's a long way.
So that's
That's quite a
That's
run.
the main
Lord.
reason why
the
I'm
Pig's
using
troops
them.
are attacking.
okay. It seems like
Tell us what to do.
Piece of cake.
yeah, the melee units just destroyed all the spearmen. You have
count on
seen
us.
there the difference in durability, I would say. But still, we can take down the engineers.
Yes, my lordship.
So whatever we may think, at least it is some helpful news, so to speak, that
Instructions.
I should have the spearmen somewhere around here instead of right at their start. So the enemy will not be able to utilize their macemen as well as they could in this
Where are we going?
wave of attack.
We're leaving now.
I'm trying to stay kind of defensive so I can utilize the traps over here. As you see, these traps can one-shot these macemen. So one trap is sufficient to take down a full health maceman unit. And hopefully with the rest of engineers it will not create catapults. As you may have seen, the siege rams require more engineers, like 4 or 6, at least 4 of them. So with 2 they can efficiently make work only catapult, but they do not seem to prefer it on this map for some reason. Which may also mean that
We
we
await
may be
orders.
safe for now. Question is... yeah.
Attain. You can count on us.
Yes, recruits needed, sire.
Tell us what to do. That's a long way.
I think with the rest of these, we will be fine. We should be fine. Also, there should be like one more wave after this one. As far as I have seen from this tower, my troops are just able to hit the targets before they could create some siege weapons. So that is definitely something I'll
Yes, boss.
keep an eye
You can
on,
count
so
on
to
us.
speak.
Off we
And
go.
also I'll try to
That'll
have
be a little
the
tricky.
spearmen over there. Yes?
You can count
We
on us.
await
Yes,
orders.
boss.
So,
Weapons
for now,
needed, sire.
Where are the
I'm
mace
trying
men?
to create
What?
some macemen as
All
well.
that way?
So perhaps I will have a bit
That's quite a
stronger
run.
Ready,
front
sir.
line.
What do you need?
Some of them will be behind the wall as usual, so to speak. Question is, if this is the last wave, perhaps I should buy more weapons just to make sure
Yes, boss.
You can count
to,
on
to
Needed,
deny the
sire.
opponent.
Recruits needed, sire.
Need some muscle?
Melee units are needed
All
over
that
here,
way?
and perhaps
Morning,
some of
Lord
my
Chicken.
hunters could join in the next wave as well. From here they would be like at the ideal spot to shoot on the enemy, but hey, they are looking for the food and not to help me with the enemy, so you know.
We await orders.
Yes,
You can
boss.
count on us.
What? What? All
It
that
seems
way?
that yeah,
Where are we going?
it takes
Yes,
some
my
time
lordship.
for them to reach
Quick,
the required destination, but from
We
here
await
the
orders.
crossbowmen will be efficient for sure.
Yes, boss.
Here we go.
Yes.
We are having like lots of food.
You can count
We
on
await
us.
orders. Needed, sire. Archers, ready. That's quite a run. That's quite a run.
Again,
Falling.
I have tried to select
That's a
differently
long
some of the
way.
troops. So as you see, the archers are going at full speed, while the spearmen and crossbowmen are kind of
You
slower.
can
We
count on
await
us.
orders. Recruits needed, sire.
But
My
we
boy is
need
yours.
to mix up our army to
That's quite a run.
make sure that we
That's
are
a
prepared
long
for
way.
multiple kinds of threats. Also, since we have sufficient amount of wood for more traps,
Can't place that
I'm
there,
gonna
my
go
lord.
on and
Can't place that
lay
there, my
down
lord.
more traps, just to make sure.
Can't place that there, my lord.
In case the meat shield, so to speak, would not be sufficient.
Can't place that there, my lord. Can't place that there, my lord.
Okay.
Wood stocks are too low.
Okay, it seems like I have just used up all the wood. So I'll buy a bit. Sell some iron. Buy some stone. So I could
You can count on
even
we
go
await
for
orders.
reinforcing some damaged areas. Seems like the rest of it are in at least
A
okay
message
condition.
from the pig.
You are pig food. My men will crack
It
your
would be
bones.
nice if my lord would just go back. Like, I do not want to fail this mission because he was wandering around instead of staying in the keep.
Moving
That would
out.
be quite a shame, I would say.
Moving out. That's a long way. That's a long
Okay,
way.
now it's behind the walls. Okay. So, as far as I have noticed previously, it is having like a default timer to have just enough time to get back to the keep before the charger arrives. I hope that this is the case this time around as well. As you can see, even if I select him, I cannot send him like anywhere. The only place where I could send him was his own keep. But he is going there right now
The
by
pigs'
default, so
troops
you
are
know
attacking.
it's not making much of
You
a
can
difference.
count on
And
us.
apparently I was wrong.
What'll it be?
Because he definitely didn't make it back to the keep just yet. Even though the enemy is already here, so you know, it's looking for more action perhaps. Also, for some reason,
We're leaving now.
now it seems like the enemy have changed up the plan and pushing the maceman forward
We
first.
go.
Which is
Yes,
nice
my lordship.
for him, because my units, as you see, are focusing the maceman first,
We're leaving
and only
now.
then we'll look forward to take down the archers, if they are closer targets. For now, I think it's okay to keep them here. Perhaps they are thinking even more whether to attack the wall or just try to charge these, but hey.
We go.
Thinking at the line of battle is not
Yes,
the
my
suboptimal. That's something that I can assure you about, even
You can
whether
count on
it's
us.
game or not. I'm pretty sure it's suboptimal to think when you are being fired at. So
We're leaving now.
I'm trying to
we go.
wait out that the archers and crossbows will just try to go for the wall. The macemen are down, so perhaps I can just go and slay the rest of
We
them.
go. Move, you dogs.
I'm definitely going for them.
Move.
I mean, for some reason, he have not even
always
tried
ready.
to use... Yeah. He didn't even try to use the engineers. I feel like the main reason for that is that there may be programmed something to the AI.
What'll it be?
If there is a certain number of melee troops outside the wall, then don't go for it. Which
Tell us
would
what
make
to
sense. Because hey, that's what I was looking for, to slay them down without any protection. So, you know.
They won't know what it is.
Yeah, that's nice. And it should have been
You
the
can count
last
on
wave,
us.
or if in case it wasn't, there can be only one wave left. Hopefully,
We await.
the
You
king
can count
will
on
not
us.
decide to enter the game to intentionally feed the enemy instead of being on the main character's side.
Yes, boss. Needed, sire.
You can count on us.
Needed, sire.
Just to be sure, in case there are more waves,
You can count on us.
creating a bit more troop.
Where are we going? Ready.
I think I'll go with the
That's
same
a long
strategy,
way.
considering that I will have the
That's a
melee
long
troops over
way.
here. I'm getting back some wood, so I will proceed to have more traps. Perhaps I'll create like a bit more woodcutter. Perhaps they can bring in a bit more resources,
You can count on us.
Needed, sire. Me lord?
just to make sure. Just to make sure that there are more
That's quite a run.
taxis and perhaps
That's quite a run.
more wood
What?
for creating
All
more
that
traps.
way?
I would say that I look forward the most for the
Ah, you mess with me, you'll pay, you'll pay.
oil trap with some fireworks, so to speak. But
You can count on us.
it
Always
seems
ready.
like there may
What'll
be
it be?
some more missions
Tell us what
until
to
we can
do.
reach that point. I don't know what was the cause for the delay
Victory.
this time around, but overall, I'd say it was like a good fight. It was on one hand kind of simple, that I had to protect only a small area to protect the whole eco. However, considering to use multiple troops and moving around the melee troops around the tower and the gatehouse, it was kind of more interesting, I would say.
Stalemate. Although you have hit back and taken one of the pig's lands, the wolf is snapping at your heels and has retaken the snake's old county.
So it seems like we are taking one land, but they are taking two, since, you know, it's the two of them. Deep thoughts right here. And perhaps for now I would also say finishing thoughts for the stream today. This is where we will continue from on the next occasion. Thank you very much for viewing until the end. Or, well, yeah, sure, it's big words, but hey, it means a lot to me, all your views, so thank you very much, and I hope that you will have a nice time at the next stream and until the next stream as well. See you around, fellas. Goodbye.